Hello and welcome to Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a live watch along. It is my sixth watch along, I believe, at Diego C. Palace. Hold on a second, it's got to put this in as well. And this is a live watch along for Tottenham Hotspur versus Qarabag. It is a delayed kickoff because of congestion or probably the weather that's going on at in North London at the moment. It is absolute scenes out there with the weather everywhere around the UK at the moment. Let me just try and get this going. And yeah, so basically the initial kickoff was supposed to be for 8 p.m. GMT. At UK time, but unfortunately it's been delayed, so I'm just waiting to see please, trying to get that's not working. I'm trying to get the that's not working. Hope that's working all right. Just bear with me. I'm trying to set my. Oh, big up to you, Steve. Good evening. Oh, you're going for a 2-1 Spurs win. I'm going for. I think Spurs will concede. I think I'm with you on that. Do you know what? I'm just going to do the lineups, but I haven't done it just yet. But no, I think it's time that Tottenham Hotspur at home did like a statement win. So I'm going for a bold Tottenham Hotspur 3-0 win over Qarabag. And but of course it's been delayed, so we don't know what's going on at the moment. So I'm going for a confident. I know Tottenham Hotspur have been playing well in the Premier League thus far, but I think their manager Ange Postecoglou is due a good result, a good performance. So I'm going to go for a Tottenham Hotspur 3-0 home win to get their season up and running. That's probably against the players are just coming out onto the pitch. I'm very well delayed here. Yeah, I hope no one can hear it. But if you're new to the channel at Diego C. Palace, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I cover coverage of Crystal Palace women. It's just kicking off now. And Crystal Palace men, home and away fixtures. I also do fixtures for, as you can see, for in this instance, is the UEFA Europa League. It's a league stage at the moment, and Tottenham Hotspur are at home against Qarabag. It's a delayed kickoff. It was supposed to be at 8 p.m. UK time, but it's been delayed for about half an hour and a bit because congestions and all sorts of things going on. Yes, I saw that Glasgow Rangers are I think they're ahead. Steve, were you saying good win for? Yeah, I'm going for a Rangers win. I hope there's no Celtic fans out there. Let me just go for the scores without refreshing this. Oh no, they've played. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they won. They won 2-0. I was going to go for an away win. So that's a solid win for Glasgow Rangers. There, it's Brendan Rodgers, the manager there. I'm sure of it. Let me just quickly check. Unless I've got that wrong. Oh no, what am I talking about? Celtic. I'm getting mixed up. I'm so mixed up. It's Philippe Clement at Glasgow Rangers. Just quickly going through the their lineup. So well done, Rangers, for scoring away from home in the UEFA Europa League. They've secured their first win in that competition and 3 well-deserved points. That was an earlier kickoff, and they finished away at Malmo FF, and it was Malmo FF 0, Glasgow Rangers 2. Well done. Also, Fenerbahce have won 2-1 In the same competition, I'm just going to look at the lineup because I'm intrigued with the Fenerbahce. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's. I'm just looking at Mourinho's lineup there. Amrabat, I'm pretty sure Amrabat. He used to play for Manchester United. I hope I'm not wrong about that. But they want the Fenerbahce. Oh, they've had a player sent off. Mourinho had a player sent off. Well, there's no surprise there. But anyway, they won at home in the UEFA Europa League stage. Fenerbahce 2, Union Saint Gilloise, the French side. They got Sebastian Pogolini as their manager. And I can't say I'll ring any bells from their lineup. Fred is playing for Mourinho, and just look at their bench. Lot of Turkish players in the St. Maximin is there in the bench for Mourinho, and I do believe that they've got to play Manchester United not next in the next fixture. I think they've got to play them the second, and it's away. So I believe Manchester United, Ten Hag have to go to Fenerbahce. Not the next one. Next one I think is away at Porto, and then it's Fenerbahce. I could be wrong in the order, but yeah. So at the moment, if I can just get the image back for... Oh my God, this is going mad. Let me just have a look. Yeah, Glasgow Rangers 2. Well done, Rangers. Getting a win there. And it is... Yes, kicked off. It's a little bit slow where I'm watching, and it's about coming up to 3 minutes. And Qarabag, it's they look like they are lining up. I would say good. From what I can see, the defenders is 4 at the back, and is that a 5 midfield? No, I think that they are doing two in the pivot, and then just 3 midfielders in front of them with the wing backs, and 1 person up top. Very similar. And Tottenham Hotspur, it looks like they've gone for just a simple 4. Is that a 4-4? I think they're doing a 4-3-3. But when they are attacking, it looks like a 4-2-3 actually. But anyway, it looks like they go for a 4-3-3 when they're in defensive mode. The captain is Song, and Van der Ven is in there. So they've got Vicario in goal, a back 4 of Davies, Van der Ven, Dragusin, and Gray as the left back, I suppose. And then in the midfield, they've got Bergvall, Bissouma, and Sarr. And then up top, they've got Son, and then got Solanke, and of course Johnston. So that's quite interesting. At the moment, it is still 0-0. It's just coming up to about 4 minutes. I've got here, and you know what? They've just panned a little picture of the stadium, and it looks quite empty. That stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it has a capacity of around 61 or 62,000, something like that. And I think there's just clearly been some congestion up there with the with them up there, and it is, I don't know if it was just public transport, or I would say it's probably to do with the weather. It's probably horrendous out there. The weather's been absolutely atrocious everywhere, and And I think at Tottenham Hotspur will do well, and so I'm looking forward to this match in the sense to see how maybe they can make a little like a statement performance for their players, for their fans, I suppose, in North London and get a win. I mean, it's about time that Tottenham Hotspur kind of woke up this season. At the moment, they're a bit like who'd you get, and what might turn up and what might not. From what I hear, their fans are not happy about what's been going on in the league. And oh my God, is that a red card? Someone's been. I think someone is the referee just. These things just frozen. Have they just sent somebody off? What's going on? What's going on? Tottenham Hotspur fans, what is going on with your football club? What is going on? It's not even like 8 minutes. And Tottenham Hotspur fans, they are definitely the Tottenham Hotspur within 8 minutes, they've had a player sent off. Dragusin has been sent off as he kind of it's just grabbed him. He was trying to take one for the team, but clearly the referee has seen it, and he's saying to himself, "You've pulled down a player called Juninho as he was clear on goal." And I'm just looking at I hope they replay it again because I want to double check that he was the last player there. So they've been caught on the counter. Excuse me there. And Steve, if you're still there, it looks like Tottenham Hotspur within 8 minutes or there and thereabouts. I've got it on 8 minutes or 7 minutes. They've had a player sent off. I mean, what is going on, Tottenham Hotspur fans? You're at home. Why are you dropping Why are you getting a straight red card? It's concentration. Were the back line for Tottenham Hotspur too high up, and therefore they got caught. They played a ball through the lines, and then boom, red card straight away in the match. What is he's going to have to maybe substitute one of his attacking players, and no doubt I wonder if Ange Postecoglou is going to have to do a tactical change now, because this is weird. This is madness. This is insane. I'm just trying to get. Oh my God. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to get the lineups up. I don't know. If I do this is going to unfresh, I think. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Yeah, that's definitely a red card. I've just got it. I've just seen it. Obviously, I'm a little bit behind. And it's definitely why was Dragusin literally like on his own? I mean, the movement from this player, Juninho, was very clever. The moment that he got the ball between himself and Dragusin, there was a situation there for Tottenham Hotspur, and Ange Postecoglou, he looks absolutely distraught on his touchline. I'm wondering how he's going to have to change it. Let me have a look at the lineup again and look at his defenders and option. And do you know what? I wonder if Tottenham Hotspur may now go to just a 3 at the back, and then. But if that's not what their plan is, he's going to have to bring somebody on. I mean, I never understand why Tottenham Hotspur fan, maybe they'll know the answer to this, but Ange Postecoglou, he doesn't start Maddison. Maddison is a very, very, very good midfielder to control the game from the off start, and he just doesn't start him. Unless this is not an important competition, I don't understand it. Maybe he's rotating, but for me, if I've got Maddison on my team sheet, he's starting. Maybe Tottenham Hotspur fans out there will understand why. And yes, that's right. There has been a substitution. Bergvall has come off, and Udogie has come on. They're just making a change, so it looks like they're going to stick to their 4-3-3. But for me, for the life of me, Tottenham Hotspur fans, what is going on with your Tottenham Hotspur? And I am just a Crystal Palace fan, and I'm saying if I've got Maddison on my available to play, I'm putting him in my starting 11. I can't lie. So, and look what's happened. They found a player. I said earlier on, you can rewind. It was on the 7th or 8th minute. I called it. I thought it was the 8th minute, but I called it on the 7th. And on the 7th minute, the man Dragusin had no option but to take the card for the team, whether the youngster their number 9 Juninho would have gone on to score. I don't know, but if you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. I'm just doing a good practice run. This is only my 5th or 6th live watch along, so I'm getting the hang of all this of what you got to do, what not to do. And it is currently, it's a delayed kickoff between Tottenham Hotspur and Qarabag. And there's a goal. There you go. The substitution has been made, and quick response from Tottenham Hotspur. They've caught them sleeping, and of course, it had to be Brendan Johnson for Tottenham Hotspur. They are now leading 1-0 on about the 12th or 13th minute. As an assistance by Solanke. They've caught them cold. Dominic Solanke and Johnson at the moment, for me, they kind of push up high very well together as a link-up play, and they can cause problems. The question has to be made. Stuart's inquiry has to be made: is why did they concede a red card just before that? And for me, as I said earlier on, as a Crystal Palace fan, if I was the manager of any team and I had Maddison on available to play, I would start him. It's just the way I see it. He's very, very good player, very experienced player. But there you go. Goal by Brendan Johnson, and it is now how many scores? I think this is his 3rd goal of the season. I might be wrong. But yeah, he's a good that goes towards my my prediction for this match. Is supposed to be Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0. So they're just showing a replay now while they're doing the thing. And should he just let the attacking player go to see if he could do it one-on-one with the keeper and see what happens? But it's easier said than that. In the moment, the player just wants to react. The way Juninho, the player that was fouled, the way he turned with the ball between him and the defender, Dragusin, very clever play of work, but the defender had to was just trying to take a card. The thing is, I think it's because he's the last man on the last man available. That's probably why the referee has sent him off. So on coming up to about 16-17 minutes, it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at the AOC Palace and drop a like if you can. All right, hold on a second. I'm just going to get a drink. Oh, very thirsty work this stuff. I can't lie. Let me just make sure you guys can't hear the commentary. I'm getting in trouble for that. I do know that. No, you can't hear it. Good. So it's on its way. I'll big up to you, Steve, for that info. Qarabağ won 10 league games titles out of 11. Wow. From 2014 to 2020, won 7 in a row. So they're an established team. But they have 3 trials ongoing and 4. So they know how to win. So hence why they nearly caught at Tottenham Hotspur earlier on and got one of the Tottenham Hotspur defenders sent off on the 7th minute, Dragusin, and it's just one of those that you have to take one for the team. But quick and good positive response from Tottenham Hotspur players. Wonderful link-up play between Solanke and Johnson. Well-established link-up play, and Johnson scoring again for Tottenham Hotspur. The thing is like they can go ahead and score goals, but then as an outsider looking in, it kind of looks like they're going to bottle it in the second half. So I don't know. I'm having just jinxed it for all you Tottenham Hotspur fans out there. But I'm just saying, that's how, as a neutral, that's like, you know what I mean? Are you going to bottle it in the second half? I'm not stirring up, I'm just saying. But other results earlier on today in the UEFA Europa League stage, earlier on confirmed results. Fenerbahce 2. Jose Mourinho's side had a player sent off, but they won 2-1 against Union Sangiovese. And so that's a full-time result. Also, Malmo FF 0. Glasgow Rangers 2. Well done, Rangers, getting their first 3 points in the UEFA Europa League stages. So solid start to them. Also, another matches going on at the moment. Ajax is 1-0 up against Besiktas, and so well done, Ajax there. And Anthony. Oh, bloody, I butchered their name. Eintracht Frankfurt. I was going to say Frankfurt 1. Victoria Plens 1. And also FCSB 2. RFS 1. They're also at half time. And this is an interesting one. Lyon 0. Olympiacos 0. There you go. Roma are also at half time, and they are 1-0 up against Athletic Club. And another match that's on half time is Braga 0. Maccabi TA 1. Which I didn't think that would happen, but there you go. And of course, here we've just played about 20 minutes. And it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0. There you go. Tottenham Hotspur fans, they must be thinking, what is going on? Had a player sent off in the first 7 minutes, and then they've gone and stepped up and scored a goal. So I would say at the moment that they are controlling this match, but they know that they can get caught, hence why they're down to 10 men. I think he's playing with confidence, this Johnson for Tottenham Hotspur. There's a lot of people that doubted him to be able to do well at Tottenham Hotspur, but he's a Welsh international, and good luck to him. He's doing very well there. And I think by him scoring that goal, following that red card, it's kind of lifted a little bit of a cloud that's been hovering over Tottenham Hotspur. for this match as a moment. The thing is, as I said it earlier on, what will Tottenham Hotspur now do? Will they look to grab the momentum that they've got by scoring that early goal, even though having just received a red card and they're playing with a player down? Sometimes playing with a player down, for some reason, for some teams, they actually play more compact, more cohesively, and the opposition, you'd think with an extra player on the thing, they should be able to add more troubles, but they sometimes can't. But Tottenham Hotspur on 22 minutes are 1-0 up, a goal by Johnson, and then an assist by Solanke. Very good link-up play for them. And then, thank you, Steve, sir. Have the same manager. He's been there since 2008. Oh my days! Are you? How can the man be there for 60 years? Part of the woodwork, furniture, as it were. Thank you, Steve, for that. It says Qarabag have the same manager. He's been there since 2008. 16 years. It's long that they've held Atletico Madrid to a 1-1 draw, away 0-0 home, and that's good info. But yeah, definitely. 16 years as a manager. What does he own? The football club? What's going on there? Does he own? Has he got something on the owner? This is that you can't sack me. You got to keep it here for 16 years. But Tottenham Hotspur, that's right. I agree with you, Steve. In the defense, but he's had to make a tactical change already. Ange Postecoglou. He's had to bring on. Took off one of his midfielders, Bergvall, and he's brought on Udogie, and he's just basically shored that up. So that was an unforced change for them, obviously, because they've had Dragusin, their centre back, sent off with a red card on 7 minutes. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new, just learning to do watch-alongs. This is my 5th or 6th one I've done. And I also do coverage on Crystal Palace men, Crystal Palace women. Also, I do a bit of wildlife in there. Go on the playlist at Diego C. Palace, and hopefully you can spot your team there and help yourself to the stuff that's in there. Overall, without losing the live stream, Tottenham Hotspur are well in control of this match. For me, they are their possession off the ball, especially down the left hand side, is very good. Qarabag, after conceding that goal, they're trying to just stabilize themselves and just like, look, okay, now let's just try and get grip back on this. But they did start a little bit lively, hence why they caused a situation where the Tottenham Hotspur centre back Dragusin was sent off by around the 7th minute, and the referee had no choice but to just do that. But my prediction for this fixture is Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. I just had a hunch and a feeling that it's about time that Tottenham Hotspur just did something like a little mini statement performance to lift a bit of the indifference of no consistency, good results for them since the season has started. I think they've got some good players there. Whether the manager has been backed in the transfer window, they have bought an expensive player, but is it enough for the Tottenham Hotspur fans? I don't know, because I'm not a Tottenham Hotspur fan, but they were linked at times with Ebrieze of Crystal Palace, but to the best of my knowledge, there was never an official approach from their club to Crystal Palace. I could be wrong on that, but for me, the fact that they've got, I'm just going to double check it so I don't say the wrong thing. I don't know why Ange Postecoglou doesn't start Maddison. I mean, if I was a coach or a manager and I had Maddison in fit and available to play, I'd start him every single time. I just think he's very good player, and for me, I'd start him just for me. Right, just give me a sec, everybody. I don't know if I've done the. Oh. So then that's not good. Then that's messed up my. Just a sec, because the thing's frozen, and then I've refreshed the wrong thing, and now I can't see or hear anything. No, that's not working. Oh. No, that's not doing it. Okay, he'll have to do the other one. I'll have to do. All right. So what I'll do is I'll do that as a scores and fixtures. No, but that's not going to work. Oh, this thing's doing me head in at the moment. Live reporting scores. Right, that's better. So that means now I can reduce that, make that down there, so I can see what's going on, and then here I can do the live slot. Is that going to work? I have no idea. That's a bit better. Right, here we go. I'm just going to take a little drink. 1 second, everybody out there. Oh, okay, Steve, just a minute. Yeah, I agree, Steve. Spurs do look a bit vulnerable at the back, but then, don't they? I'm not saying that as banter, but they've got quality there. They should do well today. Right, I remember 2010 League Cup final. Rangers beat Miran. Right, so that's years ago. 1-0 with 9 players. Good win. 9 players. Blimey, what happened there, man? The referee must have been card happy, man. He must have thought, oh, these cards are too hot for my pocket. I need to bring one out. Oops, there you go. There you go. Give a give a card to the Rangers. There's one match that I would definitely like to go and see, and that's Rangers versus Celtic, and also, of course, Celtic versus Rangers. I would love to go and see that as a neutral. Yeah, I've heard so many things about that fixture, and as a Crystal Palace fan, as a neutral fan, if I had the bubble and the time to go and do that, I would definitely go and do that. I would love to do a day podcast on that. Just to experience how the Rangers fans go at themselves at the Celtic fans, and then vice versa, Celtic Park versus Rangers. Now, good win since 16 years because he's right. I remember to win with 9 players. Good win 16 years because he's win 10 years league titles out of 11. Wow, that's not a bad record, mate. 10 league titles out of 11. Also initially coach 1 year, and he will easily get 20. Wow. I mean, that's a stat. I mean, not as a stat. Never mind the stat. I mean, that's just a reality. To win 10 league titles out of 11 attempts, that's not bad. It's not bad. That's very good. So for Rangers, I remember when what's his name? Gascoigne, who's a former Tottenham Hotspur Tottenham Hotspur player, of course. He played up there for Rangers, and he was always causing scenes. Big up to Paul Gascoigne back in the day, doing his thing. I can't remember if he went to Rangers before or after he came back from playing for Lazio, because then he went to Italy, innit? No, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Which order was it? I'm sure Gaza went to Italy first, and then he went to Rangers. I could be wrong, or maybe it was the other way around, or maybe I'm getting mixed up. Better Stat wants to grab a coach. He don't want to go there because they sack their managers fast and nose, and it's safe keeping the Qarabag. You do Wenger or Sir Alex Ferguson's been there so long. Yeah, it's strange because the thing is, well, depends on their league, but the days of Premier League. 1 second, I need to get something because there's something in these glasses. 1 second, just got in this. Let me clean my glasses. The days of Premier League teams keeping on with their managers for long durations, it's for the birds these days. In some instances, I think the only exception at the moment is the longest serving Premier League managers, I suppose. Arteta's been, I think, coming up to 5 years. Pep is probably on his sixth, definitely his 5th year, I would say. I'm just saying this out of mind, so I haven't checked the records. So, yeah. So to get, as you put the point before, winning 10 league titles out of 11, it's very rare to see a manager stay in the Premier League for, anything near going towards double figures. Arsene Wenger, of course, was one of the latest one, but I don't know. I never understand why Arsenal fans, or maybe not all of them, but some of them just seem to settle just to be finishing 4th or 3rd. When before they were winning Premier League titles, constantly going as far as they could in the Champions League. Of course, they haven't won it, but yeah, they seem to. And then I saw a little report from Arsene Wenger that later on that it's because of what they were doing with the stadium, the new stadium that they went to, something to do with finances there. But I never understand it. If you're in the Champions League and you're winning Premier League titles, why then throw all that away and just settle for 3rd or 4th place qualification and anything else? That's it. So I don't understand that. You'll have to talk to an Arsenal fan about that. As a Crystal Palace fan, I'd love to get a couple of FA Cups. Thank you very much. Now, going back to the match, because the thing is not showing me much. Oh, it's coming back up. That could have been 2-0 up for Tottenham Hotspur. Johnson has just had another chance, an opportunity. It's just overhit it a bit too hard. He lobbed the keeper, and it's just gone a bit to the side, I suppose, off the post. But that should have been the second goal for Tottenham Hotspur. It is currently Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0, and we're just coming up to the 32 minutes. I'm a little bit behind all of you, I expect, but that should have been the second attempt there by Brendan Johnson, no doubt, coming up to the halfway mark. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that could have been Tottenham Hotspur should have been 2-0 up. In essence, they're playing. They look like they're playing with the extra man at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur. But this is what I said at the beginning of the fixture. I said this could be an opportunity for Tottenham Hotspur to sort of kickstart their season, to get some momentum, and get but like not a major performance, like a statement performance, like you have like in boxing, but just to say, hey, we could do something here this season. Let's do this. I mean, if West Ham can land the trophy, why can't them lot? They would probably say. So Tottenham Hotspur, but then going 7 minutes into the match, and they've conceded one goal. Sorry, they got a player sent off, but quick response. 3 or 4 minutes later, wonderful link-up play by Solanke up to Johnson, and he's on fire. The Welsh international striker, young player, he's doing very well, and he netted that ball lovely jubbly, and it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag. That was on the 12th or 13th minute, roughly there and thereabouts. It is now on approaching the 35, 36 minutes, and it's still 1-0. A minute. Just see. I never understand why strikers get caught offside so many times, and players like Son, which is the captain for Tottenham Hotspur, you'd think they'd look down the line. I mean, I never actually, when I was playing back in the day, in my heyday, no, really, little bit of football, you got to look down the line. I actually never played that position. I'm more always with the right winger because I strike the ball with the right foot, and I used to whip the balls in. But you'd always think that when the moment you whip the ball in, for goodness sake, especially if you've legged it, if you've done a breakout play, the damn striker, all they need to do is just look across, man. Look along the line, man. And they get caught offside, and professional players get caught offside, in my opinion, offside too many times. And Song, the captain, are getting caught out. He's just wasting that energy. Do you know what? Qarabag at the moment, they've got an extra man on the pitch, and it looks like, and it sometimes happens in matches, it's really strange. Maybe coaches and managers could probably explain it better than me. But for some reason, when you go 10 men down, it kind of maybe concentrates, or the ones that are left, even if you've had to do a substitution, like Ange Postecoglou has made a substitution because of the red card, the centre backs getting sent off. And what's it mean is that basically Tottenham Hotspur are a bit, they seem to, for me as a neutral, they seem to be a bit more focused and more more focused in defending from when they are from a transition of attacking to defense. So they're a bit more focused on it. And at the moment, Qarabag looks like they're the ones that have lost the play, and they're like wandering around, what am I going to do now? What are we going to do now? And they look a bit more or less organized. But for me, Tottenham Hotspur look more organized because of what happened at the beginning. I guess they'll have a student inquiry internally as to why they managed to get themselves in the situation where one of the centre backs had to be sent off because the midfield weren't protecting their back line, and then there was no form of defense. Should the defender just let the attacking player go? Dragusin, should he just left him go? I don't know. And what it means is that basically when Ange Postecoglou made it's not a tactical, it's a response to the sending off. The opportunity that the midfielder for Tottenham Hotspur in this case is Lucas Bergvall. He was looking to have established himself in some game time, a good solid performance in a European match, and he's only a youngster. I think he's only like 19 or 20. He looks very young, and for me, he's Ange Postecoglou has had to pull him off because they found themselves in a situation where one of the centre backs has had to basically get himself sent off and with a red card. Of course, credit to Tottenham Hotspur. So Lucas Bergvall, unlucky for him, he had done nothing wrong, but he had to be substituted so that they could bring on another defense player, Udogie, for Tottenham Hotspur. Now, for me, the match is completely changed now for both the Tottenham Hotspur players and Qarabag. As it feel, as a neutral looking at this match on, for me, Tottenham Hotspur look more confident on the ball, they're a little bit more focused, perhaps because they know that they're a man down, and looking to feed up the ball up to Solanke, up to Johnson, but it's just not happening. Oh, nearly for Qarabag. Having said that, well, he should have scored there. The player that got the centre half sent off, Tottenham Hotspur, just got out of jail there. A huge momentum miss by Juninho. How was he allowed to just like, you know what? No one's keeping an eye on me. I'm just going to walk around behind their centre backs. And he managed to get out there. And when the ball was passed to him, he should have. The goal was empty. He should have scored, but he sidefoots the damn ball to. Oh no, he has to score. Listen, mate, I could have scored that after every few points. Real talk. What is going on? He should have scored. This is what I'm talking about. Had the defender not pulled him down and got himself sent off, this guy, Juninho, and it's Juninho, he's missed the sitter. He should be 1-1 right now. And Tottenham Hotspur are just got out of jail there, because for me that should be 1-1 right now. Any other top number 9 there, or would we just put that in the net? Real talk. They're getting a bit more possession and momentum. Qarabag for me a little bit now, and Tottenham Hotspur, as Steve said earlier on, Spurs at the back look dodgy. There you go, Steve. Absolutely correct. Don't know if you're still there. Big up to you, Steve. But yeah, no. So there you go. There you go. That to me, that should be 1-1. So that's on the. What time is that? That's about 40th. About 41 minutes, because it was a delayed kickoff. Is that right? So, Qarabag getting a bit more of a feel of the match, in the sense of now they know they've got an extra player on the pitch. So they've got 11, Tottenham Hotspur got 10, and it is absolute scenes for me on the 40th, 41 minute and thereabouts. That should have been the equalizer. Tottenham Hotspur, very vulnerable. Defensively, nobody picked him up. The man was all alone, side-footed the damn ball wide. That should have been 1-1 just before half-time. Can Tottenham Hotspur, their players and their football fans at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, can they get to half-time 1-0 up? Who knows? I think there's more goals in this match, and I think the half-team talk is going to be momentous for both the Qarabag players and for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm actually going to have a little bit of cheese. I've got a bit of cheese here. Yeah, no, that should have been 1-1. 1-1. I have no idea how many minutes extra time they're due to play, but for me, they're like in the first minute of extra time, of added time in the first half. So we'll find out in a minute, I suppose. But at the moment, it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0. For me, they should have. It should be 1-1 right now. The player had just that actually got dragged back, and then the Dragusin for Tottenham Hotspur, the centre back that got sent off, he should have just let him go, because he can't score. He had an open goal and he still couldn't score. No one picked him up. He had an open goal and he could have scored. So Dragusin, unfortunately, he pulled him back earlier on in the match, thinking, I've got to stop this guy. I've got to take a booking for the team. Should have just let him go, because basically he can't score. He can't score. Absolute scenes there. That is coming up to half time. Is the referee going to blow? Yes, it's half time now. It is half time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0. And I tell you not. Very vulnerable Tottenham Hotspur defensively. And they had a player sent off on the 7th minute. Dragusin, he had the ball got between him and the Qarabag centre forward, Juninho. if that's hopefully I should pronounce the young man's name. And Dragusin had to pull him back, and he took the card for Tottenham Hotspur on the 7th minute. Now, very good response from Tottenham Hotspur, having dropped a player. They had to do a substitution, of course, following the red card on the 12th minute. Bergvall, the young midfielder, had to come off. He looked absolutely distraught, but what can you do? They've had to. They wouldn't take Bissouma off, so they've taken Bergvall off, and Udogie has come on the 12th minute. But then, straight away, they've made a goal. Wonderful link-up play between Solanke and Johnson on the 12th minute, and Tottenham Hotspur took the lead 1-0. Very good response, given that they're a player down. Since that 12th minute, up till about the 40th minute, very much Tottenham Hotspur on the ascendancy. They looked the more focused, the more controlled, probably more concentrating because they were player down. But then on around the 39th, 40th minute, Qarabag started to get a little bit more possession, a little bit more of build-up play slowly, and the player that got pulled back by the Tottenham Hotspur player that got sent off earlier on the 7th minute, Dragusin, Juninho, I think it's called, for Qarabag. He managed to get behind the Tottenham Hotspur defence before the ball was played. And then he tucked himself in, ball was played in, he got himself back on side, and then got the ball, and then literally, he had an open goal in front of him, literally at that point, and the man side put the ball to the right-hand side. It was absolute scenes. How did he miss? Right now, it should be 1-1, and Tottenham Hotspur have just got away with one. But I got a feeling in the second half, if they keep defending like that, like you said, Steve, earlier on, if you were there, Steve, I'll tell you, real talk, Tottenham Hotspur are very vulnerable at the back. Real talk. I'm saying that as a neutral. Heaven knows what the Tottenham Hotspur fans must be feeling it, right? And they'll be like, can we sort out defence, please? Sort it out. Sort it out, someone. That's probably something along the lines of what the Tottenham Hotspur fans will be saying. By the way, before I carry on to the half-time results and elsewhere, big up to Tottenham Hotspur women. They hosted the Crystal Palace women on Sunday. I was there, where the Tottenham Hotspur women, they won 4-1 against Crystal Palace women. They didn't play at the London Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They play Tottenham Hotspur women. They play at Leyton Orient Stadium. I was there on Sunday, so well done to Tottenham Hotspur women for hosting their fans, and the Crystal Palace fans had a wonderful day out. I was looking forward to seeing Laura Kaminski, and Jeffrey, the assistant coach for Laura Kaminski, everybody else there from the coaching staff, and all the Crystal Palace women players. They worked really hard on the pitch. They left everything on the pitch. Love the commitment from the Crystal Palace women on the pitch. I think they did very well to start the game, and then steadily, the Tottenham Hotspur women, they gathered their build-up play, their possession play, and they scored in the end. The Crystal Palace women did lose by 4-0. I don't think that shows clearly the effort and the work that the Crystal Palace women did. I think it's not a close reflection. I don't disrespect the 4-0. 4-0 is 4-0, but I tell you something, I'm not just saying it. I was there. The Crystal Palace women did not give up whilst they were playing away for the first WSL fixture of their campaign against Tottenham Hotspur women on Sunday, and the Tottenham Hotspur women 4, Crystal Palace women 0. Also, Crystal Palace women will be playing at Selhurst Park tomorrow night at 7:30. So please go and check out. I have nothing to do with the football club. Go and check out with the official club at cpfc.co.uk, or call their box office and they'll help you get tickets to go and watch Crystal Palace women versus the Chelsea women, the champions of the WSL. Of course, they've got a new manager in their first match of their WSL campaign. They won 1-0 against Aston Villa. They got so yeah, right. Half time. Sorry, Steve. What's going on here? First away, I don't know where we were. The last comment that I read. Let me just put here top chat because I can't. Top chat, live chat. All chats visible. Right, here we go. Here we go. So Betis, Qarabag, because there was a sack the manager and that's something that's been so long. Yeah. Furthest away you could have played in Europe in Bialystok in Russia. East near China, 32 miles. Blimey, that's miles away. Korea, and it's 5,000 miles from London. Gee, that's a trek. So they have to go and play over there. They're probably away then, Steve. Because at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur are playing at home. So that's got to be a hell of a trick when they play away there. Chelsea playing in Kazakhstan. That could be Amsterdam since Amsterdam Stadium is not ready yet. 1,700 miles from Amsterdam, only 140 miles from China. Blimey, that's a mileage. Can you imagine, Steve, if you're a Chelsea fan or a Tottenham Hotspur fan and you go in those kind of distances? I mean, the flight alone must take possibly 9 to 12 hours just to get there. Never mind leaving London and then getting on the flight there and then making their way back. Yeah, that's some serious mileage there. So for those football fans that go really far away, they've got to. That's the distance. Real talk. And I sometimes complain about going to Blackpool, and you're pointing out there at the stadium, not far from literally from the border between China and Russia. It's madness. And Kazakhstan. Oh my days! Right. Here we go. It's half time. Oh, it's half time. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 0, although it should be, in my opinion, 1-1. Qarabag missed the City at the end. On other fixtures, I'm just going to do a refresh and hopefully I won't lose the stream that I've got. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to take a little biscuit here. Very interesting to this. Now, look at this. The halftime. Well, it's not halftime as well. The reason why this one's at halftime is because it got delayed 35 minutes. Situations outside the stadium or probably the weather. But in another fixtures where it is in the UEFA Europa League stage, just to confirm, earlier on today, Fenerbahce won 2-1 against Union St. Gilloise. Jose Mourinho's side won 2-1. They had a player sent off up there. Another confirmed result is Malmo FF 0, Glasgow Rangers 2. Congratulations to Glasgow Rangers. Away win, solid performance. First 3 points in their UEFA Europa League stage campaign. So well done, Rangers. Looks like Ajax are 4-0 up against Besiktas. I always butcher this name. It's Turkish. Besiktas. And this is hard work. And they're on the 74-75 minutes, and they are 4-0 up. The goal scorers are Fitzjim on the 31st minute. Engoods has scored 2 goals, 51 minutes, 73 minutes. And Kay Taylor has scored on 55 minutes. So Ajax are well under control there. Their manager, of course, is Francesco Farioli, and the manager for Besiktas is Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I'm sure that name rings a bell to a lot of people. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. It's just looking at, they've got just letting you know, Ajax, they've got, of course, Weghorst. He played last season or maybe the season before for Manchester United. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did. So they've got even more options to bring more. Actually, he's on. He came on the 70th minute. There you go. So my mind was thinking along the right lines there. They brought on and they're winning clean. Ajax are winning 4-0, well in control of that. No responses there from Giovanni van Bronckhorst, the Basistak manager. Excuse me 1 minute. Also, Eintracht Frankfurt are winning 3-1 against Victoria Plens. I'm intrigued to see. Yes, it's Dino Tomplier, the manager for Eintracht Frankfurt, and I knew it was top something. I just wanted to check that. And also on 78 minutes is FCSB versus Riga FC, and the scoreline there on the 78th minute is FCSB 4, Riga's FS 1. Now this is the one, the juicy one. Olympic Lyonnais are 2-0 up Olympiacos Piraeus, and I'm just going to look into this. Yeah, Benrahma scored for them, of course, of ex-West Ham, if I'm not mistaken. And manager for Olympic Lyonnais is now Pierre Sage, and they look to be clear in control. Alexandre Lacazette started. He's the captain, Olympic Lyonnais, and he's been substituted, and also Benrahma, who's to play for, I'm sure, West Ham, and of course none other than Wilfried Zaha. He's come on the 66 minutes for Fofana, and they are winning 2-0. I'm just going to have a look at the Wilfried Zaha had the assist for Benrahma on the 71 minutes. Aikling Niles of ex-Arsenal, he had the assist for Cherki, who scored for Olympique Lyonnais on 65 minutes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Doing a watch along for UEFA Europa League stages. Well done to Tottenham. They are currently 1-0 up, although they're very lucky, very vulnerable at the back, even with an extra man on the pitch, because it should be really 1-1. But well done, Wilfried Zaha, doing an assist for Olympique Lyonnais, and he did assist for Benrahma on the 71th minute. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ex of Arsenal, he did the assist for Cherki for the Olympique Lyonnais first goal. And of course, another ex-Arsenal player, Alexandre Lacazette. He is their captain, but he has been substituted. They've got Duwara there, the champs. They've got some players there, man. Real talk, man. There might be a dark horse there to get to the final of this competition. Right, let me just come back to the other quickly. Roma are winning 1-0. Roma there with Ivan Juric, their manager. They are winning 1-0. 32-minute goal by Davies. And there's a name that I know they've got. I'm thinking of someone else. But yeah, the Roma winning 1-0 on the 81 minutes there at the moment. Quickly, I'm coming for you, Steve, for a moment. Okay. And then, last of all, Sporting Braga 0, Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel, of course. They are 1-0 up. Well done to them. And their manager is Sarko Lazeki at Maccabi Tel Aviv. They are winning 1-0 away at Sporting Braga. Of course, their manager is Carlos Carvalhal. and they've got Victor Holmes. That rings a bell. That rings a bell from something. But yeah, so Sporting Braga 0. Maccabi Tel Aviv, they are 1-0 up, a 30-minute penalty scored by Davida. And then, of course, the match which I'm featuring. Please don't lose the signal here. Oh, man. How do I refresh this one? It's not letting me do it. Yes, it's still at half-time. The Tottenham Hotspur fixture between Tottenham Hotspur and Qarabag was delayed by about 35 minutes because congestion or something happened outside. It is Tottenham Hotspur half-time, 1-0 against Qarabag. It should be 1-1. And so they're still in half-time. The players are just about to come out. Half-time. It looks like there's a substitution at half-time. I'll come back to that in a minute because I don't want to take liberties with Steve. Steve's last comment: to get to Valleystock, you will need to play from London to Moscow, and then Moscow to Valleystock. 8 hours Valleystock to Moscow. Chelsea have faraway trip. Yeah, those Chelsea fans, they're gonna have some serious air miles to go and do to go to these away matches, and of course they don't want to be doing those trips because I suppose the Chelsea fans will want to be back in the Champions League and be going to closer venues, I suppose I should say. But I always say this, London clubs, apart from Chelsea, always having a little nibble at Chelsea. I said, well, look, everyone having a little nibble, but we all need to step up because at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, Chelsea FC are still the only London football club to not just won the Champions League once, but twice. They've won it twice. Arsenal haven't won it. Tottenham Hotspur haven't won jack. I nearly swore there. West Ham haven't won it, but they have won European silverware 2 seasons ago with David Moyes. Crystal Palace haven't won any European titles in the Premier League era. So we all need to step up. So we can have a little pop at Chelsea as a club. I always say have a little pop at the Chelsea fans, definitely. You know what I mean? You got to do it. You got to do it. But I always say, well, you know, everybody else in London, any London football clubs, and the Arsenal. How can you forget the Arsenal? They've not won the Champions League. Chelsea have won it twice. So the rest of us, we all need to step up. Step up. Step up. I'd love for Crystal Palace to be in the Champions League. Oh, my days. You know what I mean? Right, here we go. It is kickoff. They're just about to start. What? Ange Postecoglou is just taken off their goal scorer and he's replaced him with Kulusevski. Is he injured at halftime? Let me just double check that because this is. I thought he was more of attacking-minded manager, but obviously something's happened at halftime in the changing room, and he's had to make possibly another unforced change that he's had to do. And real talk, at halftime, it's position for position, but he's brought off Johnson, or maybe he's trying to save him for the weekend. Of course, they are playing Manchester United, I think. Or I might be wrong there. I think Tottenham Hotspur have got... Tottenham Hotspur playing Manchester United at the weekend. So maybe Tottenham Hotspur manager is saying, right, Johnson, I'm going to save you for the match against Manchester United. I don't know if it's at Old Trafford or at Tottenham Hotspur. If there's any Manchester United fans out there, you probably know. And Kulusevski has come on at half-time. Or is it the case that Johnson has picked up something and is maybe carrying a nibble or like a little injury there and he may be a doubt now for the Manchester United match. I don't know. But he's certainly, what I do know, and it can be confirmed, he has been substituted at halftime by Ange Postecoglou at half time, whilst Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 up against Qarabag, and basically it's 50th minute now. They're still 1-0 up, and steady start from both sides. Couple of early opportunities for both. Qarabag didn't make nothing from a free kick. And Tottenham looking again to explore the left-hand side, down their left-hand side, so the right-hand side of the Qarabag right back, and Son tried to have a go on goal early in the second half, but it was clearly easily blocked. Now, I would have thought that Postecoglou will want the type of performance in the second half to not be so calamitous in defence, i.e. having more possession play of the ball in the sense of gradual possession play, build-up play, and then using the strengths of their attacking players against Qarabag. So, in essence, just dictating the play. Whilst that didn't occur in the first half, at many occasions, because Qarabag should have been towards the end of the first half, they should have equalised 1-1, where the player Juninho, who was actually fouled for the player by Dragusin earlier on in the first half, that actually got a red card for Tottenham Hotspur. He had an open goal, and Jorginho for Qarabag, he just basically, like literally, just side-footed, missed an open goal. Even I could have scored that with a couple of drinks down me. Real talk. Right, I've just got a bit of cheese here. I'm going to eat something because if there's one thing that I've learned from these watch-alongs, is that you get the nibbles. So I just got a bit of cheese. Well, I don't know if you can see it. Am I allowed to show food? I don't even know what I can do. Can I eat and drink while I do live watch-alongs? I have no idea. No idea. So I'm just going to have a bit of cheese. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for anyone who has tuned in. Big up to you, Steve. Anyone else in the chat. Please hit like and please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And this is a watch along of the UEFA Europa League. And oh my days, there we go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Tottenham Hotspur? They've scored again. Very well worked out goal there. And beautiful footwork from Solanke. And what a goal. What a goal. They're now 2-0 up. Sarr has just scored on the 51 minute, I suppose. Individual play, well done. Pape Sarr for Tottenham Hotspur. They're 2-0 up. My prediction for this fixture was Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. So there you go. There you go. I'm not a betting person, but the way I'm getting these predictions kind of all right. I'm thinking, hello, should I be popping down to the bookies? Should I be sponsored by the bookies? Because I'm getting these predictions there and thereabouts. But on the 50th minute or so, Tottenham Hotspur have just extended their lead. It is Pape Sarr scoring for Tottenham Hotspur, and it is kind of on him because Qarabag just before that had a nice little possession there, not bad, free kick, but they didn't make most of it. and it's gone. Pape Sarr, it's gone. Yeah, no, I'm just making sure it's not ruled out these days. You never know. They score and then like the disallowed goals. It's just ridiculous. But it's at the moment on 50 minutes, 52 minutes or so. It is Tottenham Hotspur. They're carrying on now. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Qarabag 0, and my prediction was a 3-0 win for Tottenham Hotspur. But I never predicted that they would lose a player in the first 10 minutes. That's a massive goal for Tottenham Hotspur. The power in that shot by Pape Sarr, no one was going to stop that. It was just like a power shot, bish bash boom, whatever we call it. And I think Tottenham Hotspur needed that second goal. I don't think they'll bottle it now for sure. Now they've got that sort of safeguard. Wonderful reaction from Sarr. He kind of got the ball at his foot. Just watching the replay now, and what an important goal! That he hit that so hard, it nearly broke the net. Like real talk. Right, let's go here. Big up to you, Steve. In Kazakhstan League, supposed to go to top of the league. 4 games that only got promoted. First time league since 2014. Could do Leicester since game of the season and 3 away, 1 home. And then it might be 2 points, but played 1 more. It's 7 points gap from the 1st to 5th. Other teams have 3 in hand. So basically they've got, well, their season could still turn around because they've got, as you're pointing out there, they've got games in hand. I wonder what the weather is out there, because I don't know in London at the moment it's just chucking it down. Hence why this match was delayed. Like real talk, it's absolute scenes there in North London and in South London at the moment, weather-wise. Come to think about it, I think the whole country is just suffering. We're all getting the brollies out, but the first time in the league since 24. They could do a Leicester since the 24th game, since they have 3 games away and 1 at home. Yeah, now it'll be interesting to see how the season pans out, but then also now they're slightly different now from back in those days. It's because now they've got the January transfer windows. I'm not sure when Leicester did the Leicester. I don't know if they had the January transfer window. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Hold on, I'm just getting the nibbles. Put some food. Right. It looks like where Wilfried Zaha's playing, Olympiacos Lyonnese, they are still, it's less coming towards the end of the match there. It looks like they're going to win 2-0. Wilfried Zaha doing an assist for Ben Rama, ex of West Ham. On the 71st minute, Anthony Maitland-Niles, ex-Arsenal, doing an assist on the 65 minutes for the first goal for Olympique Lyonnais, for Cherki's first goal there. Looks like they're going to win 2-0 to secure their first win in the UEFA Europa League stage. So they look like they're doing all right there. And they've got a penalty. Qarabag have got a penalty. Let's see what's going to happen now. Can this be a... Why is Bissouma chopping up the player from Qarabag? They're 2-0 up in the penalty area. That's madness. In the box, and Justin Bissouma just chops him up. He just chops him up. Why is he doing that? The way you're 2-0 up, just stay on your feet. Just stay on your feet. That's what my coach used to tell me. Just stay on your feet. Don't go barging in there like a ball in a china shop. Just they're going to take the penalty now, and they've missed. Qarabag missed a penalty. Did you see that? Did you see that? They've just missed a penalty. Now, I'm sorry. I reckon if your team gets to qualify for any European competition, if you get a penalty, you've got to score it. And Qarabag has just missed a penalty. Yep, they're not going to. It didn't just go high. You got to hit the target. Oh, their manager must be fuming. Okay, kind of hit the target because it kind of hit the crossbar, but you got to make the keeper make a save. Ah, dear, oh dear. Spurs nicking a win here. Dare I say, like the Arsenal do sometimes in Europe. I'm not saying anything. I'm going to get in trouble now. But Spurs on thin ice here. They're still 2-0 up against Qarabag. And it's gone at the other end now. This is now they're just throwing. Qarabag is just going like, right, we've got nothing to lose now. We're going to throw into it. It's end-to-end fixture now between Tottenham Hotspur, which are 2-0 up against Qarabag. Here goes Qarabag on the counter attacking. This is like end-to-end. Oh. And now it's gone back the other way. And now Tottenham are breaking. This is anything can happen now. It's like literally that penalty being missed by Qarabag. They're saying, right, forget about any plan. Forget about plan A, B, or C. We're just going to throw everything at the kitchen sinks like this, and let's just rattle this because there's still time. They're on 59 minutes. There is plenty of time. There's plenty of football in this fixture. They're on 63 minutes, so there's plenty of football time, and they maybe sense that they can get a goal, an opportunity. They've missed a penalty, so I expect there to be more goals in this fixture, but they just can't. I mean, how can you miss the penalty? Right. A team called Karat finished second, and for 5 years in a row, 2017 lost only one game, did not win. In one City. Oh, it was in the COVID time. It's like Manchester United playing Manchester City at Palace Stadium. Yeah, no, it's the second for 5 years. See, for 5 years to finish second, you have to wonder, innit? That's absolute scenes there, Steve. Well, look, all I know is that managers don't last that long now, unless, of course, well, Pep Guardiola's maybe is on a different sort of thing what they're doing. But I'm going to do full-time fixtures on the other matches because they're coming to an end, to their conclusion, and yeah, I can do a few more full-time fixtures. So earlier on today, Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho's side, they won 2-1 against Union Saint Gilloise, and Fenerbahce had a player early on in that match sent off, but they won 2-1. Malmo FF, 1 minute, just get comfortable. Malmo FF Malmo FF 0, Glasgow Rangers 2. Congratulations to Glasgow Rangers. They scored their first 3 points in the UEFA Europa League stage, an away win. So very well done to them. Ajax has won by 4-0 against Besiktas. Very well controlled performance from Ajax. They've got the likes in the lineups that came on. Weghorst, the ex-Manchester United player. They've gone back to them. So they've got options there. But they won 4-0. That's Ajax for Besiktas. nil. Now, Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Victoria Plens 3. Now, what is going on there? I thought that was going to be a certain Frankfurt win there, and it's ended 3-3. So that's probably 3 points dropped for 2 points dropped for Frankfurt, and a point well earned by Victoria Plens. Well, there you go. There you go. I didn't see that one. I thought that was going to be a Eintracht Frankfurt. I thought it was an Eintracht win, but it wasn't. Also, FCSB 4, Rigas 1. It's going to go into it. I'm intrigued to see the manager for FCSB is Ilias Charalampos, and the manager for Rigas FC is Victorious Moros. Just trying to look at the lineups to see if anyone. Popescu, wonder if he's related to the famous Popescu from back in the day. But that ended FCSB 4, Rigas FS 1. And also the one that's interested to me is ended full-time Olympic Lyonnais 2, Olympiacos Paris 0. They have the likes of Wilfried Zaha there, although he came on as a substitute on 67 minutes. Ben Rama came on, ex-West player came on 68 minutes. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ex-Manchester United, Arsenal, I beg your pardon. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ex-Arsenal player, he started there. Also, Alexander Lacazette, like a who, like a what, like a Lacazette. I'm not going to do the troop sings, but Lacazette, he started. He is the captain. They started there, and they have won. Wilfried Zaha was did the assist on the 71 minutes for Ben Rama for him to score the second goal for Olympic Lyonnais, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he did the assist on 65 minutes for the first goal for Olympic Lyonnais for Turkey, ending Olympic Lyonnais 2, Olympiacos Paris 0. So they securing their first 3 points of the competition. And also coming, it's an extra time, Sporting Braga 2, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. They were leading the last time I saw this. Oh my days, they've had 2 players sent off. What is going on at Maccabi Tel Aviv away at Sporting Braga? The referee has said, listen, I've got all these cards in my back pocket. I need to be sending some people off. Absolute scenes. Maccabi Tel Aviv, Israel, they've had 2 players sent off. What's happened there? Let me have a look at the manager there. Zarko Lasestic is the manager for Maccabi Tel Aviv. He's going to be fuming. In additional extra time, 9 minutes, they've had 2 players sent off. So clearly something's kicked off there. And it is now Sporting Braga. They're still playing. 11 extra minutes additional time. It is currently Sporting Braga 2, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. No, it's just ended. The referee there's just blown the whistle. It's ended. They're still arguing on the pitch. It's absolute scenes. I got a feeling that the manager, someone's going to get sent off there. When I saw this match, Maccabi Tel Aviv they were in the lead. They scored it early in the first half, 30 minutes into the first half. But in the second half, Sporting Braga pulled one back on 88 minutes. An assist by Roberto Fernandez to Bruma, who scored their first goal. And then Bruma got to the spot kick on 90 minutes plus 5 minutes on additional extra time penalty, and it's ended Sporting Braga 2. Tottenham Hotspur scored the third goal. Dominic Solanke. I told you Dominic Solanke was playing well earlier on in the first half, and he scored the third goal. My prediction for this fixture, if you go back to the beginning of the watch along before the match started, was Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. If there's any bookies out there that want to sponsor me, perhaps, hey, drop us an email. But I'll tell you something, real talk, it is now Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. I predicted that as a result. It's still playing on. There's still plenty of time, but I just had a hunch today that Tottenham Hotspur would make a type of a, not a monumental statement victory for them, but they were due something. And then it says, Liverpool only lost one game. Oh, 1 minute, I've gone too far. City as Palace. They finished second to Astana 5 times, 20 points ahead of the third place. They beat Astana 3 games in a row, only lost one, scored 75 goals, 28 more than the Champions League. And that will be, oh, I see. I mean, Liverpool only lost one game all season 2019, could still win title. With 92 points. Yeah, I was aware of that. They finished second and lost it in 2022 with 92 points, with City winning that. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Yes, it's small margins, and I've always thought that in the Premier League, if you lose more than 3 Premier League matches, it's very hard to win the league, especially against someone like Pep Guardiola, or back in the day, of course, it would have been against Sir Alex Ferguson. So anyone that lost 4 games, the point tally just doesn't match up. But what unbelievable scenes there. A late header from Atio Paredes meant that Atletico Bilbao grabbed the 1-1 draw away at Roma. Absolute scenes. And there was also some scenes at Eintracht Frankfurt when late on the match they were 3-1, and Prince Karamri Adu into injury time assisted Belgrade Jamalka, and saw Victoria Pilsen snatch a point in a 3-3 draw. That is absolute seeds. Absolute seeds. I didn't predict that one. I thought, I said that earlier on, I thought that Eintracht Frankfurt were going to win that convincingly, or maybe not convincingly, but I thought they were going to win it. But Victoria Plent snatched the draw in additional extra time. And also in extra times, as I just said earlier on, Sporting Braga were involved in a thrilling, absolute madness scenes in extra time. Macca Tel Aviv were winning 1-0 up in the first half, but around the 86-87 minute, unbelievable scene, a good build-up play goal by Bruma meant that they went 1-1, and then a penalty in additional extra time on the 5th minute of additional extra time at the end of the second half. The Portuguese side, Bruma, they managed unbelievable scenes to get a penalty, and they scored it to be 2 players from Macca Tel Aviv got sent off. It must have been scenes there. Absolute scenes. You go from 1-0, confidently controlling the game, and in the latter stages of the match, you get 2 players sent off, and you lose in penalties in additional extra time. Absolute scenes there. Absolute scenes. But here it is still, if I can get the thing back, is we're on about 70th minute. Tottenham Hotspur are still 3-0 up. That was my prediction at the beginning of the match. Hold on a second. There's still plenty of football to be done. I mean, there's 15 minutes still to be played out. But surely, if there are any Tottenham Hotspur fans out there, surely not even your team can bottle. Not that I can speak much about being in Europe as a Crystal Palace fan, but I've got to say this. Surely, it has to be said. Surely not Tottenham Hotspur with 3-0 up. And that's what I predicted at the beginning of this fixture. Go back to the beginning, you'll see that that's what I said. I just had a hunch and a feeling that Ange Postecoglou will do not like a momentous performance, but like a little mini statement performance for his side. They were due one tonight against Qarabag. My prediction was Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0, and that's what it is now on 75th minute. Still 15 minutes plus additional extra time to be played. Surely, Tottenham Hotspur fans, if you're out there, any of you, surely you're not going to bottle a 3-0 advantage even at this stage. I don't think they're going to score because their best chance of a scorer was a striker called Juninho. Let me just get his name up again. He's still on the pitch. Juninho, he had a sitter in the towards the end of the first half where it should have been Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 1, but he missed a sitter. I could have scored that holding a hot dog and, extra large Fanta. Real talk, I would have scored that goal. Real talk. I mean, how did he miss that? I do not know. And so I can't see Qarabag scoring a goal against Tottenham Hotspur all day long. But they've got 15, 14 minutes left. Who knows? With Tottenham Hotspur, you never know. Where are we now? So big up to you, Steve. Udogie of Bulgaria have 13 league titles in a row. That's bad. 13 league titles in a row. Do they own the referees as well? A row going for 14 euro record. But 15 Oceania, they won from 93 to 1998. They only got promoted 2011. Win title 1912. With penalties, you need to hit the target. At least make the keeper make it save. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely agree with you. Qarabag missed the penalty early in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. And the man licked the crossbar and the ball went up into row Z. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's but having said that, after that, they kind of got a bit of momentum. They just thought, you know what, we'll throw everything at Tottenham now. But their main striker just can't score. I mean, like literally, I could have scored that goal. Eating my little cheese cutout of food here. I think I can eat food when I'll do watch alongs. I've seen other people do it. I don't know if I can get in trouble. But yeah, just having a little nibble here, Steve. Just get the nibbles doing these things, right? Real talk. Hold a minute. Yeah, it's 3-0. I'm actually, while we're here, I'm actually going to look at something else, which is not UEFA related, but there are a lot of fixtures in the Women's Champions League. So I'm just going to have a look, Right, UEFA's Women's Champions League, PSG 1, Juventus 2. Of course, they're amazing. Leachman, actually, Leachman, she was on the bench, and they've won. Ooh, they've beaten PSG. Yep, that's a full-time result. PSG 1, Juventus Women 2. They win on aggregate 2-5 in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Another fixture that's finished: Severeti Chinos 2, Roma Women 7, aggregate of 3-10 in favor of Roma Women. Z and K Mura 0, St. Polten 5, an aggregate of 5. FC 20 Women 4. Oisek nil. An aggregate win for FC 20 women of 8-1 against Oisik. Manchester City women, full-time result 3. Paris SFC nil. An aggregate of 8 for the Manchester City women nil. Different quality there. And Real Madrid women 3. Sporting CP 1. An aggregate win for Real Madrid. La Real Madrid women, aggregate 5-2. And I'm just looking at their lineups. I'm intrigued to see the Real Madrid lineups for the women. And Maria Mendes there. Sina Casado, the Colombian, was a substitute, and she wasn't used. They still won. They're saving her for the league. Real talk. And also Celtic women 2. Boslacha Poltava nil. An aggregate win of 3-0 for Celtic women over Boslacha Poltava. And the last one for the women in the UEFA Europa League stage. Say it again. UEFA Women's Champions League second round. So there's a correction there. It's Arsenal women 4. Hacken nil. An aggregate winner for Arsenal women 4-1. I'm definitely intrigued to see their lineups. And Arsenal women had Zingber in goal, Maccabi in defense, the centre back of Codina, Woodemoy, now the centre back, and Fox, the left back, I believe. In the midfield, they had Calente, Little, Walty, and up top, they started with Mead and, of course, Russo. Now they have convincingly. I mean, look at their squad in depth. The Arsenal women have got. I don't like their manager. I have to admit, I just don't like him. But they've won convincingly. Arsenal women have won very convincingly, 4-0 at home against Hakkinen in the women's Champions League second round. So well done to the Arsenal women there. Also, La Liga has been going on as well. Atletico Madrid, let me see the lineup there. They won 1-0 away at Celta Vigo. And the lineups there for anyone interested. Conor Gallagher started for Diego Simeone. Conor Gallagher started there, playing there alongside the likes of Griezmann. And they're winning. What's the table? Have they got the tables there? Let me have a look. And Atletico Madrid are third. Yeah. So Conor Gallagher settling in there, not far off Real Madrid, and hopefully will look to make ground on Barcelona. But at the moment, as it stands, 7 played, Barcelona on 21 points in La Liga, Real Madrid 7, 17 points, and Atletico Madrid with Conor Gallagher, that's played 7 as well on 15 points, and Villarreal played 7 on 14 points. So Conor Gallagher settling in there very well, an away win for them against Celta Vigo. Right, back to a bit of things more close to home, and let's just see if I can get a refresh. No, it's still going good. Tottenham Hotspur on 82 minutes. They are 3-0 up against Qarabag. There's been no real opportunities for Qarabag. Perhaps maybe one good chance. Perhaps if you want 2. Jan Konovic had a chance, and also And yeah, so it's one of those. Oh, oh, oh no, oh dear. Now, Manchester United fans, if you're out there, Son is injured. Is he all right? Let's have a look. Was he has is he going to miss? He looks injured. Is he all right? Is he going to miss the fixture against Manchester United at the weekend now? He looks injured. As he's been got substituted. Real talk. Real talk. Let's have a look at the when he was. I missed that one actually because I was going on about the other stuff. But Son was substituted for Timo Werner on the 71 minutes, and he literally wobbled off. So does that mean that he will now miss or be a potentially maybe a substitute? I think they're playing Manchester United at the weekend. I don't know, so I'm going to go and check fixtures. How do I do for? Is it Saturday or Sunday? I have no idea. It is Sunday. Yes, Manchester United at Old Trafford at 16:30 against Tottenham Hotspur. But as I say, Son was substituted today at 71 minutes. And will he play? Will he feature against Manchester United at the weekend? So any Manchester United fans out there, you might be interested in that, no doubt. But at the beginning, there was a bit of madness in the defense of Tottenham Hotspur. But as I say, I'm not after a blue Peter badge. Already got one. I did say it was Tottenham Hotspur. It was going to be Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0, and I have predicted it correctly thus far. Qarabag have missed a penalty. They should have equalised just before the halfway mark. Juninho, their number 9. I could have scored. I could have scored. Eating a bit of cheese and biscuit like this. The Qarabag number 9 failed to score from open. He just had to side foot it, and the man just skewed it off to the right hand to beside the post. I could have scored that while eating a bit of cheese and biscuit. Real talk. Why? Because I'm South London and proud. Real talk. Hopefully one day my Crystal Palace will be in the UEFA competition, of course. Before I get any salty comments. Big up to you, Steve, in there, mate. Yeah, you have to hit the target. Qarabag played well versus Dynamo Zagreb. They're just not clinical in front of goal. Absolutely, absolutely. I told you, Steve. I don't know if you're still there, Steve, but I could score more goals for Qarabag eating cheese and biscuits, like real talk, than they can. And perhaps maybe I should just send a memo and get signed up there and play for them. But I predicted a 3-0 win today for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm wondering if I should send a memo. If there's any bookies out there they want to send a contract to me, by all means. But I predicted it. Real talk. Right. Let's have a look. But yeah, Manchester United. Just 1 second. Someone's messing me. Yeah. Right. Let me just send this. Substituted. Right, here we go. Apologies for anybody out there. It's multitasking here. But in the UEFA Europa League league stage, I've got it here. I had predicted, if you go to the beginning of the thing there, I had predicted the Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. Although in the first 7 minutes, calamity defended by Tottenham Hotspur meant that Dragusin pulled back Jorginho, who plays for Qarabag, their number 9, and basically, excuse me, he got sent off. The referee had no choice. Mind you, that number 9 for Qarabag, he had a wonderful opportunity just before half time to slot the ball in. I could have scored, eating a bit of cheese like this and a bit of biscuit. And the Qarabag number 9 was terrible. He couldn't score. He couldn't score, and he couldn't score in the second half either. He had the best opportunities in the whole match, and then also Qarabag had a chance to equalise with a penalty, and they missed the penalty in the second half. So it looks like it's in the additional extra time. This probably gives a bit less pressure on the Tottenham Hotspur manager, Ange Postecoglou. I did say earlier on that I thought that they would get a win today, in the sense of it wouldn't be like a real amazing win for Tottenham Hotspur, but I just had a hunch against Qarabag that they may just be able to. Not the fact that they've won it, it's the way that they've won it. In a sense, give themselves a lift to maybe kickstart their season, to go on a winning run now, not just in European football, but also in the league. I suppose for the Tottenham fans, they would want that. Whether they think they've got enough squad in depth, I don't know. Go and ask a Tottenham Hotspur fans, I don't know. But for me, as I said at the beginning of the match, I would sort of started with Maddison, the youngster, the midfielder for Tottenham Hotspur, Bergvall. He had to be substituted on the 12th minute because obviously they had incurred a red card for one of the centre backs, Dragusin, and he looked absolutely distraught. The young, I think he's only about 18 or 19, Bergvall. He had an opportunity to show his potential of football in the midfield as an attacking midfielder. Yeah, I'm sure he's an attacking midfielder. And Ange Postecoglou had to bring on Udogie on the 12th minute. But Bergvall looked absolutely distraught. But these things happen in football. But at the moment, the 3rd minute of additional extra time, it is Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. I had predicted that at the beginning. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Please drop a like if you can. It would mean the world to me. It also, please share it, and please let people know that I'm starting to do live watch-alongs, practicing. This is my 5th or 6th live one that I've done or doing. And yeah, so if you can share the word out, I'll be most grateful. Big up to you, Steve, for dropping in today again. Absolute legend. Your comments. And what else do I do? It's still just trying to have a look. Yep, it's just ended. The referee's just blown the whistle. It's ended. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. Solid performance from Tottenham Hotspur. A bit calamitous in defending at times, but once, even playing with a player down, they concentrated more focused on the match, and they've come out winners 3-0. Son came off injured on the 71st minute. I don't think he looked that serious, but he did look like he only had one good leg on him. So will he feature against Manchester United on Sunday? I don't know. But a roundup, Tottenham Hotspur started a bit shaky at the back which meant that Dragusin was red carded because he had to pull back the centre forward from Qarabag, a player called Juninho. He pulled him back, and Dragusin was sent off on the 7th minute. Therefore, meant that Ange Postecoglou had to make a tactical change forced on him because of that red card. The midfielder, attacking midfielder, the young 20. No, he's not 20. He's about, I think he's 19 or 18. Bergvall, a very good young prospect in football, in my opinion. He was substituted, and Udogie came on to shore up their defence at Tottenham Hotspur. But then a wonderful response from link up there by Solanke and up towards Johnson, who can't stop scoring at the moment. He scored on the 12th minute, and in the second half, Sarr scored the second, and Dominic Solanke scored on the 68th minute for Tottenham Hotspur, making it 3-0 for Tottenham Hotspur against Qarabag. I had predicted a 3-0 win for Tottenham Hotspur at the beginning of the thing. So if there are any bookies, companies out there, and they feel they might want to sign me up, or if you like that, hey, send a memo. I'm kind of getting the predictions correct. I might have to do that kind of thing. I don't know what's going on there. But Qarabag were absolutely woeful in front of goal. Big up to you, Steve. You pointed it out. Qarabag played well, but they're just not clinical in front of goal. You couldn't have put it any better there. Big up to you, Steve, for saying that. And literally, at the end, going towards the end of the first half, Juninho, where his name is, at Qarabag, probably butchered his name. He had an opportunity, open goal in front of him. I'm not lying. Even eating a little bit of cheese like this, I could have had a little nibble. And scored. And he couldn't do it. Literally, I could have been eating and playing that ball. I would have scored. And he couldn't. And that's why it's at the Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. So, a little bit over the top there. But no, it's real talk. You've got to be more clinical. And they failed to score on the penalties. They hit it onto the crossbar, and then the ball went up to Rosette. That's not good enough in European football. There'll be a concern about the injury to Song, I expect. I expect Manchester United fans out there will be looking into that to see what is going on there, because if he doesn't feature against Manchester United on Sunday, that could alter events to both lineups, in my opinion, both for the away side, which is Tottenham Hotspur, because it is being played at Manchester United at Old Trafford. Now, who else do we have here? I just want to quickly make sure that. So how do I do the? I can delete that now. So just to confirm all the full-time results today, and massive thank you to all of you who dropped in, commented. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Said Palace if you are new, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's only my 5th or 6th watch along now. And to confirm today's watch along for the UEFA Europa League group stages on Thursday, the 26th of September, Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho's side won 2-1 at Union Salyonisi. Also, Malmo FF 0, Rangers 2. Well done to Glasgow Rangers. I'm not going to do the Scottish accent because every time I do a Scottish accent, I butcher it. And then you got Ajax. They convincingly won 4-0 against Besiktas. I thought that fixture was going to be a lot closer, but no, Ajax won convincingly 4-0. And Eintracht Frankfurt, they were leading. They were confident on the ball. They were well in control of that fixture at 1.31. But in the last minutes of the game, Victoria Plzeň pulled back two more, ended Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Victoria Plzeň 3. There you go. FCSB 4, Riga's FS 1. That's also a full-time result. Olympic Lyonese 2. Olympiacos Paris 0. Olympiacos Lyonese. They had, of course, Wilfried Zaha. He came on as a substitute in the 66 minutes for Fofana. He made the assist for Benrahma, the ex-West Ham player. And Benrahma scored in 71 minutes, so it's an assist for Wilfried Zaha. Well done, Wilfried Zaha. Also, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ex-Arsenal, did the assist for the Olympic Lyonese's first goal for Chereki to score on the 65th minute. Well done, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We had him at time a little bit at Palace. Well done to him. Also, Alexandre Lacazette from he used to play for Arsenal. He's their captain now at Olympic Lyonese. They won convincingly 2-0 at home against Olympiacos Piraeus. Now, also Roma 1, Athletic Club 1. Now, Roma, I thought they were going to win. They were winning at halftime 1-0. But in the 80th minute, an assist from Unai Nunes assisting Atior Paredes on 85 minutes, and Athletic Club, they equalised. So I expect Roma will be feeling that they dropped 2 points today in that fixture. Sporting Braga 2, Maccabi Tel Aviv, the Israeli side. I thought that they were going to win. The last time I saw that match, they were winning 1-0. But late on in the second half, Sporting Braga pulled one back, and in additional extra time, Maccabi Tel Aviv had 2 players sent off. Absolute scenes. And Sporting Braga scored the winning goal from a penalty. Absolute scenes. And the last fixture for tonight, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Tottenham Hotspur 3. Qarabag 0. That's what I predicted at the beginning of the match. And at the beginning of the match, go back and check it if you like. I'm getting quite good at these predictions, real talk. And basically, it ended Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabag 0. Calamitous decision defending from Tottenham Hotspur, which meant that one of the centre backs got sent off on the 7th minute. The player which nearly got pulled down was Juminho for Qarabag. He missed sitter after sitter during the match. Towards the end of the first half, he should have equalised. It should have been Tottenham Hotspur 1, Qarabag 1 at half time, but he missed the sitter. I could have scored that whilst eating and drinking. Real talk. Now, in the second half, Qarabag had a few opportunities. They had a penalty. They licked the top of the crossbar and the ball went into row Z. They should have made the keeper make a save. They didn't. Tottenham Hotspur went on with the momentum from then on. But a worry for the Tottenham Hotspur fans and for Ange Postecoglou, I expect, will be that Son had to have been substituted in the 71 minute, I think it was. So he's carrying an injury now or a knock. When I watched the replay of him being substituted, the man only had one good leg on with him. So will he feature against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday? Manchester United fans would want to know. Now, so they ended 3-0 to Tottenham Hotspur, and that's what I predicted, so it weren't too bad. Also, so that's it for the UEFA Europa League group stages. I nearly forgot. Please don't freeze. Now I'm going to do the tables as it stands in the UEFA Europa League table after one fixture. 1 second, I'm just going to have a little drink. But whilst I have a drink, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Please spread the word that I'm doing live watch along. So it's only about my 4th or 5th watch along. Can I have a drink? 1 minute. South London and proud, that's right. And basically, I'm looking to get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're new, if you're watching this on playback, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Now, 1 second. Got to be careful. I'm not sure if I'm sure I'm allowed to eat and drink when I'm doing the live watch along. I think it's just I'm not allowed to show the companies of what I'm drinking, but it makes you very thirsty, and I just get the nibbles. I just want to eat food, even before I start the watch along. I've eaten, and I feel the urge to I feel the need just to have snacks. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna have to go for a jog tomorrow morning, run for about 3 or 5 miles. Real talk. Anyway, so I've got here. Let me just have a little drink. I'll move that over there. I don't want to spill it. But thank you for watching thus far. I'm going to now run the UEFA Europa League table after their first fixture. I can move this so I can see what I'm doing. You can see me and hear me all right. Right. In position 1 with a goal difference of +4 is Ajax, of course, because they won 4-0 today. In second place is FCSB. Played 1-1. And a goal difference of 3. Lazio is also in. Lazio is in third place, and they've got a goal difference of also 3. And Tottenham Hotspur, after the win today, convincingly win. Well, not a good win, solid win. A bit calamitous in defending at times, but they won 3-0, which I predicted correctly. Tottenham Hotspur in the UEFA Europa League table group stage. It is Tottenham Hotspur, they're lying 4th with a goal difference of +3, of course, with 3 points. Galatasaray are now in 5th with a goal difference of +2, also with 3 points. Rangers, congratulations to Rangers today, winning 2-0 away. They are on a goal difference plus of 2, of course, with 3 in a win. Slavia Prague, they've got a goal difference of +2 in 7th with the 3, of course, points. Olympic Lyonnais, where Wilfried Zaha is, the likes of Alexandre Lacazette, they're their captain. That Alexandre Lacazette is the Olympic Lyonnais captain. Also, they won today. They've got a goal difference of +2, but they're lying on 8th with 3. So well done to Wilfried Zaha out there, my legend of Crystal Palace. AZ, they are in 9th with a goal difference of 1. They're lying in 9th place. Bodo Glimt, who played yesterday, they also they are on position 10th with a goal difference of 1. And in 11th place is Anderlecht, number 1. We played 1. They have a goal difference of 1. Of course, they featured yesterday. Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho's side, they won 2-1 today. They are with a goal difference of 1, but they've got 3 points, and they had a player sent off today. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they host Manchester United in the next. No, that's wrong. I think Manchester United have to play Porto away next, and then afterwards they go to where Jose Mourinho is at Fenerbahce. So, and then they're Fenerbahce in 12th place, goal difference of 1. In 13th place, Sporting Braga, they have a goal difference of 1 as well. Now we come to the teams that have got 1 point, having played 1. Victoria Plint, they were losing, and in the last minute they brought it back to 3-3 against the side that now are below them in 15th place. Eintracht Frankfurt, they were winning 3-1 against Victoria Plint today, but they bottled it right at the end, and he ended 3-3. They're in Eintracht Frankfurt, they ended in 15th place, and goal difference of 0, but with 1 point. Athletical Club today, they picked up 1 point. Hoffenheim, they are in 17th place, and they've got 1 point, and they're on a goal difference of 0. Real Sociedad, La Liga, they're in 18th place with 1 point. FC20, whom scored what they felt was probably a winning goal, but they equalised at Old Trafford last night. FC20 are in 19th place and they've played one, drawn one, conceded one, scored one, and they're in 1 point, and they're in 19th place, and they're above Manchester United, whom are in 20th place, having scored one, drawn one, and conceded one on 1 point there. Midtjylland, they're in 21st place. Nice are in the 22nd place. Roma, 23rd place with 1 point as well from today. Well done to them. And the teams with no points at all are as follows: 24th place is Elfsborg, and below them on 25th, and this is the critical stage in the UEFA Europa League stage. Anyone that finishes below, my understanding, on the 25th downwards, they are vulnerable to be removed from the competition to the next stages. And at the moment, in 25th place is Porto with 0 points. Ferencváros, 0 points. Maccabi Tel Aviv, I thought they were going to win today, but they had 2 players sent off in additional extra time, and they conceded a penalty in additional extra time, and they lost in the end. Absolute scenes there, but they've got 0 points. Union Saint-Gilloise, they're on 0 points. PAOK, they are on 0 points. Ludogorets, they're on 0 points. Malmo FF, they're on 0 points. Olympiacos, Paris, they're on the 0 points. Rigas FC on the 0 points. Dynamo Kiev, 0 points. Qarabag, who featured against today, Tottenham Hotspur, they're on a -3 goal difference. And Besiktas, they're the bottom of on 36th place with 0 points. So there you go. It's only the first game featured, and it is it's kind of giving a little bit of line of who may be finishing towards the latter stages in the competition, and what's important in this, my understanding, in the UEFA Europa League stage, anyone that finishes 8th or above is of much more of benefit, and definitely you don't want to finish below the 25th place downwards, because then you're gone. Now, so well done to Tottenham Hotspur for winning 3-0 at home against Qarabag. I had predicted Tottenham Hotspur to win by 3-0. Go back to the beginning. Anyone who joined me at the beginning, big up to you. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Please spread the word, and please drop a like if you can. It goes a million miles. Now, so that's for the UEFA Europa League stage. Also, other European football that took place today, which I am interested, because I do cover Crystal Palace women. Of course, Crystal Palace women are not in the in the UEFA Women's Champions League. I would love them to be up there next season. I'll cover Palace women. Let's finish in the Champions League at the end of the season. I would love it, but it's going to be a tough season for us, for Laura Kaminsky and Adam Jeffrey and everyone else in the coaching staff. Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace women's captain, and their players, they've got a tough season ahead, but love to see them, watching them. I went to watch them on Sunday versus Tottenham Hotspur women. We lost 4-0, but I love the effort. I love the commitment, the endeavour from the Crystal Palace women at Leyton Orient football ground, which is where the Tottenham Hotspur women play. Big up to Tottenham Hotspur women's football club for hosting their home fans and hosting the Crystal Palace fans. I had a wonderful Sunday match day. Although, of course, my Palace women, they lost 4-0. I was proud. I was so proud to see their effort on the pitch, and none of them gave up. None of them gave up until that whistle was blown at the end, and they know that they will do better in training and in the next match on Friday against Chelsea FC at Selhurst Park. Now, in the UEFA Women's Champions League second round, quick results: PSG 1, Juventus 2, Servette 2, Roma 7, Roma wins 10-3 on aggregate. ZNK Mura 0 at St. Polyton 5. FC 20 Women 4. Otistek 0. Manchester City Women 3. Paris FC 0. Manchester City Women win 8-0 on aggregate. So well done to the Manchester City Women. Please have a day off when you play against my Crystal Palace Women. My days. Real Madrid Real Madrid Women, they won 3-1 against Sporting CP. Celtic Women won 2-0 against Vorskla Poltava. Celtic Women winning there 3-0 on aggregate. And last of all, Arsenal Women convincingly a 4-0 against Hackenham. And Arsenal Women winning 4-1 on aggregate. Solid performance from the Arsenal Women FC players. Again, please have a day off when you play against my Crystal Palace Women. Just just take it easy, And also in La Spanish La Liga, for any of you Chelsea fans interested, Atletico Madrid won away at Celta Vigo, and your ex-Chelsea player, Conor Gallagher, played there very well. And the reports that I'm hearing, he got player of the match from some of their fans. So Conor Gallagher doing very well at Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone. They won 1-0 away to Celta Vigo. Right. I think that is that. Oh, I missed a chance. Big up to John Clark. Good win. Are you a Spurs fan? I'm a United fan, but your live came up on my suggestion. Oh, big up to you, John Clark. Thank you for dropping in. No, I'm not a Tottenham Hotspur fan. Having said that, but no, Crystal Palace fan. I should have put my Crystal Palace shirt at the back. Now I cover Crystal Palace women fixtures, home and away, where I can go to them, or virtually like this. I also cover Crystal Palace men. If you go to the playlist, you will see Tottenham Hotspur, and you'll be able to see if you are. I know you're a Manchester United fan. Oh, you're a Manchester United fan. If you go to the playlist at Diego C. Palace, you will see Crystal Palace. Manchester United. I've recorded your players, your manager arriving at Selhurst Park last weekend, the weekend before that. And but no, I'm a Crystal Palace fan, but I'm just learning to live stream and learning how to do this. This is only my 4th or 5th or 6th watch along that I'm trying to live stream, getting to learn how to use everything, and also just getting some experience. So big up to you, John Clark, for dropping in, Manchester United fan. And if you're still there, John, while watching this watch along between Tottenham Hotspur and 1 minute. And Qarabag Song, the Tottenham Hotspur player, he came off injured on 71st minute. He may not, or he may feature against Ulux. You lot have got him on Sunday at Old Trafford, so keep an eye on that. I think his son is not available for Tottenham Hotspur. I think that might help your Manchester United fans get a better result, I suppose. So. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur with that song it's not the same side. But Maddison didn't start in their lineup, but they won 3-0. Thank you very much for dropping in, John Clark. I much appreciate that. Big up to you, Steve, as well, if you're still there. Absolute legend. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I probably will be doing the watch along for the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. And on Saturday, I'll be doing the match along for all the other Premier League fixtures as well. Now, what else do I do? Right, yeah. Last of all, I just want to end in saying that tomorrow at Selhurst Park at 7:30, the Crystal Palace women will be playing their first home Women's Super League fixture. Selhurst Park is between Crystal Palace women versus Chelsea women. The Chelsea winning champions. They won their first fixture last Friday, I believe it was, and they won 1-0 against Aston Villa women. Lucy Bronze is now playing for Chelsea women. The Colombian striker also plays there as well. So it's going to be a tough match for the Crystal Palace women. If you're a Crystal Palace fan or a Chelsea women's fan, or if you just want to go and watch, it'd be an amazing match to go and watch of women's football at Selhurst Park tomorrow. Have nothing to do with the football club. Go and phone the box office at Crystal Palace, or go to the official webpage at there, cpfc.co.uk. I've nothing to do with the football club, just a football fan, just like you. But if you can get to Selhurst Park and watch some amazing women's football, it's Crystal Palace women versus Chelsea women, the WSL champions. Of course, they've got a new manager in situ, and but good luck to Laura Kaminsky, to her assistant coach, Adam Jeffrey, and all the other coaching staff. Good luck to Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace women's captain. Good luck to all the Crystal Palace women players. And also congratulations to Grace Williams, who did all Grace Williams is the head of women's football at Crystal Palace, for organising and setting in all the foundations in to allow the summer signings that have come in. So there's a lot of work that has been done behind the scenes at Crystal Palace women. Well done, Grace Williams and her staff at Crystal Palace. Right, that's me done. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Anyone who contributed in the chat, if you're watching this on playback, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, and please share the word that I'm doing now live watch-alongs, and everyone is welcome. If you can get into the chat, if you've got the time to spare. Thank you very much for watching, and I suppose for today, well done to Rangers for winning in Europe, and well done to Tottenham Hotspur for winning in Europe as well, and hopefully they can go as far as they can in that competition for them. This is Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to carry on eating these bits of cheese that I've got. Thank you for watching, and up the Palace. Come on, Palace. Let's win against Everton at the weekend. Crystal Palace women, good luck against Chelsea women tomorrow night. Take care, and thank you for watching, everyone. Right, this is the bit which I always struggle with. Had you read the stream? Oh, it's down there. God. It's there. There it is. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye. Cool.